Happy Monday, everybody. If you're a freelancer, you probably know that it's kind of hard to get work, get some jobs, or at least get frequent or consistent jobs. So I'm going to see if I can help you with 3 tips to up your freelancing game. Let's go. My name's Alex McLaren, otherwise known as Agione. Follow me. Yeah, you want to. Disclaimer, I'm 19, almost 20. That's kind of a weird age, right? But I'm only 19, so do I know everything? No, but I have been freelancing for about 3 years now, I believe. And I got some pretty good work, and I failed a lot, but I learned from it, and then I found some success. Had a lot of people tell me some pretty cool things, so I'm going to kind of trade that off to you guys. So let's see if you can learn something from it, and if not, sorry. You're better than me, I guess. Okay guys, we're going to try to get through this as fast as possible. So number 1, the main reason why freelancing is usually pretty hard is because you're owning a business. There's like no other way to put it. You basically own your business, you own your brand. You're going to really have to pour at least 50% of your time into business, which is hard. Like I said, for some creatives, you want to just focus on your craft, photography, writing, video, but you can't. Otherwise you'll drown. Drown under the pressure. You won't be able to get any jobs, and you'll have to go get a regular job, and that's no fun. So I would say pour 50% into business at least. You really got to learn from the pros. You really got to join the Facebook groups, read books, look at podcasts, go watch Gary Vee or something. You know what I mean? You got to really dive into the business part head first, and you got to learn that craft before you can excel your other craft for your living. Embedded into the business part of doing all this is networking and marketing. Those are super important because nobody will hire you if they don't know you exist. So you want to network as much as possible, and you want to market yourself out there everywhere. You want people to know you, your clients, your competition, any of that. You want everybody to know you. So make sure you're really diving headfirst into that, and you're really, getting an idea of how to do it. And it's another thing to learn, which like I said, it's kind of hard, but you got to do it. So might as well start now. So marketing and networking. Last thing I'd say is relationships over transactions. Sometimes you're going to get desperate, and sometimes you just need money, but it's better to handle relationships correctly than get a quick buck. It's a marathon. So don't be snobby, don't be stupid. Think about your brand, think about your reputation, network, market, make sure you're doing all the business stuff correct, and make sure you're really putting enough time into that, and do not skimp out on it. So that's my first tip. Number 2, who are you marketing to? Because that is what saved me back when I first started. So when I first started freelance video work, it was in the dead of winter. I had absolutely no jobs, no connections, nothing, right? And so I was going up, and I was trying to tackle these clients with the big dogs, competing against the other people, the other actual brands, the other actual companies, the people who've been here for years, and I just couldn't do it. I was trying to get the clients, I was trying to get the businesses, trying to get the wedding couples, and they were just trampling over me in the Facebook groups and the swap and shops and the Facebook marketing and social media marketing, all this stuff, and I couldn't get my name out there at all. And the thing is, word of mouth was not fast enough for me to live off of. I'd just get a job every month or so, and then I'd have to get a normal job, which isn't what you want. You want consistent work, right? So what I ended up doing is looking into who I was marketing. I couldn't compete against them, so I did the whole, if you can't beat them, join them. So instead of marketing to actual clients or actual businesses, I started actually transferring my attention from them over to the people who are doing videos for them. Does that make sense? So instead of going to a wedding couple to make their wedding film, I would go to the production companies or any other wedding filmmaker company and go to them and be their lead shooter or be their second shooter. Or I'd go to commercials, and I'd be their grip, and I'd be their PA. And I started marketing myself to the actual filmmakers and photographers of my area. That instantly got me a ton of work, instantly got me on bigger and better things, and now I'm known within all of it, and now I'm getting my own clients away from them because when they can't do it, they know they can trust me, and they can put their name on me, and they can recommend me. So I would say look into who you're marketing to, and if you can't compete or it's just not working, think outside the box a little bit. You don't have to go my exact example, but really look into just who you're marketing to, and really just write down everybody you think that could use your work, and try to, I would say, test them all out. So number 3 for freelance goes into networking, and this is how to get in contact and get your name in the minds of the bigger guys in your area. So I was told this by my friend Michael, who is basically a mentor over my first like reality TV show gig, and he was great, and this has worked and it's great. And this is interview the people you look up to, or interview the people that can get you jobs. So essentially what you're doing is reverse interviewing. You're not trying to get an interview. What you're doing is you're contacting whoever you like. For instance, the biggest cinematographer of your area, or the most popular blog writer in your area. You know, someone try to be local so you can like really get to know them and be friends with them. But contact them any way possible through their website, email, phone if you have it. If you have a friend who can introduce you, try to do that. And then ask if you can interview them because you're curious. Okay, so there's two main objectives with this. One, you get to answer them, you get to ask them, 5 to 10 questions. Wouldn't go over 10, don't annoy them, but 5 to 10 questions that you're really curious about. These guys are experts, so really think about these questions, tailor it to them, and really learn from them. But the main importance of this little exercise, I guess you could call it, or the strategy, is to make sure that they have a conversation with you and that they understand, hey, this person is serious. You know what I mean? Like, these are good questions. This person is really wanting to learn, and also everybody likes talking about themselves, so you're giving them a chance to do that, and they'll like you for that, most likely. So I'd say make it so they know that you are really serious about it, and that might implant something in their mind. And then while you're talking, try to build a relationship there. Sometimes they won't want anything to do with it. They'll just answer your questions, or they won't even answer your questions. Don't try to push it too much. But if you get that door cracked open, try to open it and build a relationship with them. Along with that, okay, you want to stay in constant communication with whoever you talk to. Okay, this can be hard, but especially if you're talking to the big dogs, talking to the people you want to get hired by, any of that, right? You need to keep constant communication because they are most likely crazy busy. And the thing is, they don't mean to forget about you, but they will if you're not in the forefront of your mind. And how do you do that? You talk to them. I have the opportunity to hire a bunch of friends for a bunch of different projects now. And the thing is, the people who I hire are the people who constantly talk to me. The people that add value in my life, of course, but also the people who talk to me, and we can build a relationship because I talk to them every day. I know that they exist. I have a bunch of friends who do great work, right? But sometimes I just forget about them. It's not intentional, but I'm just so busy and I'm concentrating on so many different things that they just leave my mind. And since they don't talk to me, or I don't see them on social media, or they aren't marketing themselves that way and they're not in my feed, I forget about them and I don't hire them. So I'd say stay in constant communication if you can. Don't be annoying, but stay in constant communication and you'll be in the forefront of their mind. And whenever they have a job, they'll hire you. Or whenever they can recommend somebody to you, they will, and not somebody else. So I'd say stay in constant communication and you'll be golden. So there you go, guys. 3 tips to up your freelancing game. If you have any questions, comment them down below and I'd be glad to answer them. If it helped you at all, I'd really appreciate a like and a subscribe. Also, there's a Medium article that I wrote down below. It talks about this and much more. So if you want to read that, you like a written format or something, go down there and you can read more about it. And I'm also planning on releasing a podcast where we talk a little bit more in depth on this every week. So if you think that would be cool, then you should follow me. All links down below. So appreciate it. Can't wait till next video, and have a nice day, I guess. See you soon. Have a nice week. See ya. That was good. I think that was good. Cut.